Okay, hello guys. Today we will start a chapter called Biodiversity and Conservation. In that we will see the problems. First problem: what which of the following shows maximum genetic diversity in India? The question states that in the given options, which one shows maximum genetic diversity? The options are maize, mango, groundnut, and rice. In that, the option is answer D. So, let's check either our answer is correct or not. Okay, it is the answer. The answer is correct, D. That means the diversity of rice is highest in the world. Okay, more than 50,000 genetically different strains of rice has been estimated in India. In India, that means the total rice varieties are 50,000. Hence, alone, basmati rice, that means basmati rice has only 27 documented varieties. So, you can imagine that more than 27 varieties are cultivated in India. Okay, now let's see the second question. That the three levels of biodiversity are. Now we want to see what are the three types of biodiversities. The three types of biodiversities are. Now we will see what are the options: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. Next, species diversity, ecological diversity, and habitat diversity. The second option. First, but there are three types, that is genetic, species, and ecological. So our answer is A. Let's check either our answer is correct or not. Okay. Yes, our answer is correct. Now I will read the explanation. Okay. Immense diversity exists in our biosphere, not only at the species level, but the levels of biological organization ranging from the macromolecules within cells to biomes. Sociobiologist Edward Wilson described the combined diversity at all the levels of the biological organization. So we can say that the diversity levels are genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. Okay, now we will see the next one. Next question. Okay, the third question. The medicinal plant, that is Rafflesia vomitaria, that is growing in Himalayas, shows variation in terms of potency, concentration of the chemical that it produces. Now it is an example of the genetic diversity. So our answer is 3. Let's check either it is correct or not. Yes, our answer is correct. Variation in genes of a species increases with habitat Sorry, it is increase in size and environmental parameters of the habitat. Variation in the genes of a species increases with increase in size and environmental parameters of the habitat. Okay, now it results in the okay, our life is coming right. Now let's continue. It results in the formation of polymers, that is ecotypes, races, varieties and subspecies. Genetic diversity is useful in adaptation to the change in environmental conditions. Medicinal plants shows variation due to the genetic diversity. Okay, so we got the third question also right. Now fourth question. Genetic diversity is the measure of. Now it measures what? So let's see the options. Option number A states that variety of species and the relative abundance present within a region. So no, it is the genetic diversity. There is species diversity. Now the second option is the variety in the genetic information contained in the organism. Now it is the correct answer. Now let's see the third. Diversity of the species at community level. It is the ecological diversity. So it is wrong and it is also wrong. So our answer is B. Let's check. Now fourth. So we can say here that genetic diversity is the diversity in number and types of genes as well as the chromosomes present in different types of species. Their variation in genes and alleles in the same species. It is mainly the variation in genetic information present in the microorganisms. So it helps in speciation or evaluation of the new species. That means it helps in continuation of the species as well as the evaluation of the new species. Now let's read the fourth question. Excuse me. Now fifth question. The Western Ghats have greater amphibian diversity compared to the Eastern Ghats. So this is the main question that it is direct NCERT bit. How we have read this question that Western Ghats has more amphibian diversity than Eastern Ghats. An example of species diversity. Let's check whether our answer is correct or not. Fifth, yeah, the diversity at a species or the species level is measured by species diversity. So it is variety in number and richness. That means richness and evenness. So the question is the Western Ghats have greater amphibian diversity than the Eastern Ghats. Here they have given the species diversity. That's all so simple. You can see. Okay. Now we will see the sixth question. The measure of the species and their relative abundance present within a region is called. Here also they are saying that variety of species and their relative abundance present within a region. This is the species diversity, so simple. Look, in the options are okay, they have not given. This was we have read in the concept part 1 as we have discussed today. Let's check the answer. Yeah, species diversity. Here saying refer to answer number 5. That means they both are same. Now let's read the 7th question. The same habit or community is alpha. 7th one is alpha. Yeah. Now let's check. And I will explain also. Alpha diversity is one of the 3 types of ecological diversity. So we have alpha, beta as well as the gamma. It is the diversity in a given community or habit is dependent upon that means alpha diversity depends on species richness and evenness or equitability. Now let's read the 8th question of level 1. Now India has more than genetically different strains of rice, that is 50,000. Let's check. Okay, yes, our answer is correct. They are saying that refer to answer number 1. Now we will refer. So here the diversity of rice is in India is more in the world is highest, and there are more than 50,000 genetically different strains of rice has been estimated in India. But Basmati has 27 documented varieties. Yes, our answer is correct. So it is first, same as the first question. Now let's read the 9th question. Yes, the term biodiversity was given by, who given the term biodiversity? It is Edward Wilson. Okay, Edward Wilson gave the term the biodiversity in 9. Okay. Now let's check either our answer is correct or not. Okay, yes, our answer is correct. This is Edward Wilson. Now we want to refer to answer number 2. What they have given, they are not. Okay, here. Edward Wilson was the sociobiologist. He described the combined diversity at all levels of the biological organization. Okay, we have completed the 9 questions. Let's see the 10th question. Dash species A diversity, that means dash diversity is a species diversity in a given community, and B diversity present ranges of a community over a total geographical area. So you can say that it is alpha. Look, you can say here same habitat, that means alpha here, and it is total geographical area, that means it is gamma, the third one. So our answer is alpha and gamma. So our answer is A. Let's check. Yeah, our answer is correct. Alpha diversity is the species diversity in a given community. The solution saying A same as the question. The gamma diversity is present in all ranges of communities over a geographical area. Now we have successfully completed 10 questions. Now let's see the 11th question. The medicinal plant Rafflesia vomitaria that is present in Himalayas Look, Himalayan ranges that produce a chemical called reserpine. We have discussed in the morning. So reserpine. Let's check. Yes, 11th question. Medicinal plant Rafflesia omiteria growing in Himalayan ranges shows difference in the potency and concentration of active chemical. So the chemical is active and the chemical name is reserpine. Okay, the variation is due to the genetic diversity. Now let's see the 12th question. Okay, 12th question. The maximum, it is the number of species per unit area. As we have seen, the number of species per unit area is species evenness. So species evenness is the number of species per unit area. Let's check. One moment. Okay. 12th question. Species diverse. Yes. Our answer. Oh, we got wrong. The answer is the variety in species diversity in variety of number and richness. So it is species richness. So we got one wrong. So ignore this. It is wrong. So it is species richness. How many biogeographical areas present in India? That is 10. So we will check whether our answer is correct or not. Yeah, India is one of the 12th mega diversity regions of the world. So we can ignore this question. We will read last after completing the part 2. Okay, diversity index. Okay, we will also read this after. Okay, these are the level 2 questions. I think diversity index commonly used in the ecological studies are Shannon index. This we will discuss in the part 2. So remember now. Okay. Species diversity is a combination of product of species richness and evenness. Species richness weighed by evenness. Odom et al. That means et al. Means the group of scientists. Calculate species diversity as the number of species in relation to the square. Okay, this we will read after completing the part 2. Okay. Now first question. Okay. Now which of the following are correctly matched? I will give you a trick that correctly match first. I will give a trick to the match and following. Alpha diversity, the number of species in a given area. So it is correct. Genetic diversity, variation of species within species. So it is also correct. Beta diversity in the whole region. So it is wrong. Beta diversity means product of species richness and evenness. So it is right. So our answer will be 1, 2 and 4. Let's check. Yes. Alpha diversity is the species diversity in a given community and habitat. Genetic diversity is the diversity and the types of genes as well as chromosomes. With the chromosomes, types of genes and gene alleles and so on. Now species richness is the variety in number of and richness of the species of a region. It is the product of species richness and evenness. Okay. Now it is the biodiversity that appears in a range of communities due to the replacement of species, the change in a community by habitat. Okay. Now let's see the 16th question. The term alpha diversity is related to the community diversity. So alpha community. We can remember a trick, that is AC. AC, alpha community, alpha biodiversity, community diversity. This is the trick. Okay. Now let's check. Okay, alpha diversity is one of the common types. It is the species diversity in a given community or habitat. It is that. Okay, our answer is correct. Now let's read the 17th question. Above 1,000 different varieties of which species have been estimated in India? That is mango. So 1,000 different species of varieties of mango are present in India. Okay, it is the maximum diversity in India. So it is 1,000 varieties. But rice has 50,000 varieties. Look here, there are 50,000 genetically different strains, that is varieties. Now let's see the 18th question. Yeah, the greatest threat to genetic diversity in agriculture crops is, that is introduction of high yielding varieties. The greatest threat to genetic diversity. So at normal we have the natural one, but for the sake of the high yielding, we can introduce the high yielding one. So it can cause threat to the normal natural one. Okay, let's check. 18th question. Genetic diversity is the diversity in the number and types of genes as well as chromosomes present in different species and variation of in the genes and their alleles in the same species. This we know in the definition. So introduction of high yielding species is the greatest threat to genetic diversity in agriculture crops. So our answer is correct. Now let's check the 19th question. So the state of Gujarat has a river, desert, forest and the lake ecosystem, thus exhibiting a diversity of life. What is the one which is present? That is the mode of biodiversity, that is gamma diversity. Okay, gamma one. Let's check. So gamma diversity represents the total richness of the species in all these habitats found within a region or geographical area of the landscape. So, for suppose if a particular place is represented, so we can say that it is gamma biodiversity. So let's see the 20th question. The last one of the introduction, that is biodiversity at different levels. Species diversity. Let's see the trick. Option number, so that means question number A has 1, 2, 3, 4 possibilities. So let me check. It includes biotic different forms, influence availability. Yes, that is 4. So wait once a minute. Okay, the third one. So the answer is D. Without reading the remaining one, we can complete our question. Now we will read the solution. This species diversity influences the biotic and abiotic stability of the community. I think there is a small mistake here. Let's check. 3. Okay, it is, they have given the reverse. It is go to here and the B to 4, D to 2. Okay, sorry, it is C to 2 and D to 1. Okay, we have completed this first one. Now let's see the global species diversity. Which of the following expanded forms, abbreviated forms, are correct? UNEP, United Nations Environmental Policy. No. IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Yes, it is correct. Let's read. It is the 11th page. Okay. IUCN or IUCNNR, that means International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, is now known as WCU. Now IU, let's take the eraser. Okay, IUCN is converted to WCN. Oh, it is WCU. So, World Conservation Union. It is located at Morges, it is Switzerland. It is the headquarters. So it studies the threat to the biodiversity in all parts of the world by gathering information about the geographical distribution, okay, its the population size and population changes of various taxa. It prepares a book, that is Red Data book. Now let's read the 22nd question. Oh, it is third page. Okay, IUCN, according to IUCN 2004, which has it is 1.5 million. 22C. So yes, our answer is correct. That total number of plants and animals or species are required. So far it is 1.5 million, but there is no idea of how many. So they are saying that the 78% are animals and 22% are plants. Okay, now let's read the 23rd question. Now it is expanded form of the IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Here look, check the options carefully. It is climate. So our answer is option number A. Let's check. Yeah, our answer is correct. So we are not reading the explanation because we have read in question number 21. Okay, let's read. The species diversity on the earth is now of plants. They are specifically asking about plants. What is the one? It is 22%, as I said. And animals is 70%. India constitutes about 8.1%. Now 27th question. The insects, that means insects comprise about more than 70%. And India covers about 2.4% of Earth's land area. Let's check our answers. Okay, 22B, B, A, B, C, B. Okay, B, A, B, C, B, yeah. 24, B, A, B, C, B. Yes, our answer is correct. So when we discuss about earth biodiversity, more than 70% are animals and plants are 22%, and it is 70%. Okay, India has 2.4 of land area, and it has 8.1% of global species, and it is one of the 12th mega biodiversity country in the world. Now, on Earth, 70% are animals and 22% are plants. Out of which, out of 70% are insects. That means, out of 10 animals, 7 are insects. India has 2.4 land. Now let's see the 29th question. Yes, India has how many varieties of plants? It is 45,000 varieties of plants. Okay, according to Robert May, what is the total number of species present on Earth? That is 7 million. Okay, now let's read. Now we will check either our answers are correct or not for 29 and 30. Now it is the 11th page, I think. Okay, 29. See. Okay, India has 45,000 of plants and twice of animals. Of Robert May, a scientist, he counts that the total species diversity is 7 million. Okay, now let's see the 31st question of invertebrates. Let's check. A is the mollusks, because it has the mollusk, turtles and hexapoda. Now B has amphibians, the trick. That means here fishes, mammals, birds, reptiles, mammals. And the third, so we have got mollusks, amphibians. So we can ignore these two, and C and D we will check. So here they have given the lichens. So it can cross out this. So answer is A. 31st A. 11th page, 31st. Oh, is fungi as well as the angiosperms. 1 minute, I will cross check that. Done. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is the mollusks, amphibians, fungi and angiosperm. So don't forget the one. It is C. C means the fungi. Plants, algae, fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes, as well as the gymnosperms and angiosperms. This is the sequence. Fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. So this is a sequential manner. Okay. Now let's see the 32th question. What will happen if Bengal tiger becomes extinct? Now what happens if Bengal tiger will extinct? It's the hints and wolves will be scared? No, they will increase. The wild areas will be safe for man and domestic. This will not the main cause. Okay, the answer is C. No, it got overexploited. So that to C. Let's check. Okay, gene pool is the total aggressive of genes in a population at any time. If any species become extinct, it June will be destroyed forever. So let's read the 33rd question. Now, at the first, we have seen that Western Ghats has more amphibian species diversity compared to Eastern Ghats. Okay, so we can not check because we have started first only. Now, an endemic species is the one. Now let's see the answers that they have been introduced to a no, it is alien species invagination, and it forms in the different no found only in Iceland no, and just yes, our answer is correct. It is the in just one geographical area. So 34th is D. A endemic species is the one found naturally in just one geographical area. Now, let's read the 35th question. Now we want to estimate what are the percentage. Oh, okay, we will see which has the more. 35th question. Flowering plants, mammals, reptiles, flowering plants, okay. The flowering plants is 33%, mammals has 10%, reptiles has 36%, animals 60%, and freshwater fish has 53%. It is the first case of India, our own India. So remember that 33% are flowering plants, 10% are mammals, and 36% are reptiles, and 60% are amphibians, and freshwater fishes are 53%. So let's check. Okay, here 53% are flowering plants, 10 are mammals, 36 reptiles, 60 are amphibians. These are endemic. This is a particular. Look here. Restricted to a particular area of region. What is the pandemic? It is present in all regions of the world. Okay. Let's read the 36th question. Okay, now we have completed the second one. Now we will see the third, that is patterns of biodiversity. Biodiversity is affected by longitudinal gradients and latitude gradients and the species area relationship. I think it is option number A. Okay. Biodiversity increases from the equator, poles to equator. As we move from pole to equator, it will increase from high altitude. So if we come from high to low, it will increases. Tropics 25 to 35% has dash compared to temperate. That means they have, I think it is more. Okay, it has the more. The species of birds in Colombia near the equator has the 1,400 species in Colombia. Bird species. These are varieties. The country whose tropical rainforest possesses they are talking about the Amazonian rainforest. It is located in South America. What is exact longitudinal range for tropical regions which harbor more species at temperate? Look here, they have given 23.5 to 23.5 degrees south. So our answer C. Alexander von Humboldt observed that within a region with richness, let's check, dash with increasing explored area. So if the explored area will increase, So the species richness will also increase. Yes. So let's check. 36, 37, A, B, C, B, B, C, A, B, C, B, A, B, B. So let's check 36 to 40. A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B. 11. So 36, A, B, C, B. Yes, our answer is correct. So it will increases from post equator and not uniform. It depends upon light gradient and species relationship. From higher altitudes to lower altitude, it will increase. The top is 23.5 to 23.5 degrees south. So Colombia is located, yes, it has the more species, while New York has 105 species, Greenland has 56 species. So as we increase this from top to bottom, the species diversity will increase. But if you move from low to high, it will decrease. The number of species in Colombia has 400. Tropical rainforest of Amazon in South America has more because it is considered as the lungs of the earth. Okay. In general, species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards the poles. It decreases. With very few exceptions, tropical have more species than temperate species. Latitudinal range from 23 for tropics, 23.5 degrees north to 23.5 degrees south. German naturalist and geographer Alexander Wohlheim observed that within an area species increases but up to a limit. They are saying up to a limit. Now let's see the next question. Okay, we have completed the 43 questions. Let's see the 44th question. 1 minute. Okay. Today we will complete up to 62 questions today. Okay. Now the relationship between the species richness and the area for a wide variety of species appears as, they can appear as we want to see. Okay. They can appear as the rectangular hyperbola. So let's check. This 12th page. Okay. The relationship between the species richness and the area for a wide variety of taxa, it appears as the rectangular hyperbola. Okay. Now let's read the. Okay, it is the 4th page. Now the species area relationship is straight line described by equation, that is log s is equal to ca to the power of z. We will discuss this also. That means c is equal to, this s is equal to ca to the power of z. Now let's see. Yes, our answer is correct. We will see after discussing this session. Okay. Now it is the 4th page. And it is represent the species richness. Yeah. Okay. This is the species richness. Okay. Now it is the 4th page. species diversity as we move away from the equator towards the pole. It will decrease absolutely. Okay. Species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator toward the poles. Okay. Let's read the 48th question. Now log A is equal to 4, Z is equal to 0.3, log C is equal to 0.8, log S. So if you substitute here, log S is equal to log C, it is 0.8 minus, it is plus, Z is 0.3 into 4, so it will become 0.8 plus 1.2, it will equal to 2. Let's check. 48 is 4. Okay, yes, 2 we got. And we have done the same. Okay, let's see the 48th question. It has now New York is at 41 degrees and Greenland is at 71 degrees, which they are asking for the species. Now for having lesser latitude, more species, I think. Yeah, the 49th, it is 105 and it is 56. Okay, let's check. So now it has 105 species and Greenland has 56 species. So Amazonian rainforest is considered as the lungs of the planet Earth, as they contribute how much oxygen? It is 20% of the oxygen. Okay, 20% of the oxygen in the world population. Now question number page number 12. Yeah, it contributes about 20% of the total one. Okay. We will see the remaining in tomorrow's session. That's all for today. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to mahatmaacademy.com.